y'all doing? My name's Dale, and I'm living in a small town in northeast Texas, I guess it is. I just wanted to get a couple things straight. As many of you know, I took care of my mother. She had dementia. It was very hard to do. I didn't have any training, and believe me, I'm no hero. I didn't do that to make myself look good, to glamorize myself. I did it because she was my mother, and I cut off my arm to get a second of it back. She's gone now, but she's still in my heart, and I'm having a hard time dealing with it. I never made plans for me. I lived up on the 3rd floor, and it got really bad at times. My mother slowly lost her mind, but she never forgot who I was. She looked up to me. I was her keeper. I made the world all right. I remember how bad it got at times. How I would give her an ice cream to pacify her when she got way out of hand, when she'd wander out of the apartment. I remember in February when she wandered out. She didn't know where she was, and I went like this to her, and she locked me on the balcony. This was after my cat died. He passed away in December 7th. I had a hard time with that. Losing my big boy was very hard. He was the son I never had. And I just pretty much stopped eating for a couple weeks. I drank some chicken broth in a carton that was in the fridge, but I never ever neglected Mom. She was in and out of rehab. She lost part of each lung in 2 operations. One when my dad was alive, and another when he passed away in 1999. I used to be really popular at the place we lived at, but they accused me of going around door to door asking for donations, which I never did. I've never asked for money or anything. I've always survived. And you know what? I don't blame my siblings. I talked with my sister, and I talked with my brother last night, and I still kind of forgive Ratface. You know, it's not their fault. They're not obligated to take care of me. You know, I don't expect them of that. They have their own lives, and I have to respect it, and I have to build my own. So, I lived with some nasty hillbillies that took advantage of me, and they took my food stamp money, and it was horrible living there. Anyway, I got away, and I lived at my old apartment complex for a week with Mitzi, and I knew I had to do more, so I went to a small town to the northeast, a different county, and I settled into a homeless shelter where I lived for 5 months. Met some really wonderful people there. But sadly, I had to leave. I was there 5 months. don't blame them. I should have done better. I quit my job. It was too much for me. I couldn't sleep. I was working 6 at night till 6 in the morning, and in those 13 days, the most sleep I ever got was 3 hours, and it was just too much. So, I'm here now. I'm staying with a friend. And I'm just taking it day by day, one day at a time. It's hard. I'm just me. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I never was one for making any concrete plans. That's the way it is. That's the way it's always been. I don't have any regrets. I was at the right place at the right time. Maybe not so much now. But back then, I was. Yeah, I still smoke.